Leo didn't have much time to dwell on the revelation about the Otherworldly Key and its unique properties. As Orion commenced the training, they were immediately put through the ringer. 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 sit-ups, and finish it off with a 10-kilometer run. Orion barked out the instructions. The recruits, including Leo, pushed themselves to their limits, their muscles burning and lungs gasping for air. But they persevered, each repetition fueling their determination. As the grueling session came to an end, Orion addressed them once more. You guys are already exhausted, and this is just the beginning. Training will only get tougher from here on out. If you don't adapt quickly, you'll be left behind. As this is your first day, I'll show some mercy. That's it for today. With that, the recruits collapsed on the ground, panting and sweating, but with a newfound sense of resolve. They knew that this was only the beginning of their journey to becoming knights. One of the 3 candidates approached Leo and introduced himself. I'm Ron, he said, offering a friendly smile. Leo nodded in response. Ron had curly hair and stood a bit shorter than average, around 5 feet 5 inches. Another candidate stepped forward to introduce himself as Takeda. So, your name's Leo, right? Takeda remarked with a chuckle. Not bad. I guess you might be the rival I've been looking for. Leo felt a pang of confusion at Takeda's words and glanced at Ron. Did this guy have the I am the main character syndrome? Ron nodded with an embarrassed smile, confirming Leo's suspicions. Before Leo could respond, the 3rd candidate, who had yet to introduce himself, interjected. Are you guys here to chit-chat or to train? He asked with a hint of impatience. You commoners should be proud to train with me, Isolde Lou Leonard. He continued, his tone dripping with superiority. Train all you want, but you won't even come close to the strength of a noble, Isolde declared arrogantly. Leo exchanged a puzzled look with Ron. Is this guy narcissistic? Leo whispered to Ron. Ron shrugged, equally perplexed. I guess, he replied in a confused tone. Well, looks like we two are the only normal ones here, Leo said, patting Ron on the shoulder. Anyway, when do we eat?
I'm starving.
Oh yeah, it's dinner time right now. Let's go or we'll miss it, Ron replied in a hurry, already starting to run towards the cafeteria. Leo followed closely behind. As they were running, Leo suddenly heard a mysterious voice. It wasn't the usual voice that updated him on his progress, but a much more sinister tone, saying, Good. Keep on getting stronger. The voice made Leo's stomach churn, and he almost felt like throwing up. Ron noticed the change in Leo's demeanor and asked with a worried tone, Leo, are you okay? Leo shook off the feeling and forced a smile. Yeah, just a bit tired, I guess. Let's get to dinner. As they got their food, Leo didn't even mind what was on his plate. He just ate everything edible like a hungry dog. I see you also want to challenge me in eating. That's what I expected from a rival, Takeda said, starting to eat with the same fervor as Leo. It was a mistake sitting with you, Isolde said in a very arrogant tone, clearly annoyed by the scene unfolding in front of him. Ron just sat there, confused by what was happening. He glanced between Leo and Takeda, who were engrossed in their impromptu eating contest, and Isolde, who looked thoroughly displeased. With a sigh, Ron began to eat his meal, trying to make sense of his new companions. As they finished eating, a knight showed the new candidates to their tent. Leo was finally able to lie down peacefully, but sleep eluded him. His mind was racing with questions about the sinister voice he had heard. How could a voice be so menacing and powerful that just hearing it caused such a reaction? And then there was the mystery of the Otherworldly Key. Why did it possess all the properties of the other types of key? He couldn't shake off his curiosity and concern. I guess thinking about this won't help me right now, he murmured to himself. I need to find a mage who knows about Worldly Key because it sounds similar to Otherworldly Key. Despite his efforts to calm his thoughts, Leo remained restless, his mind tangled with unanswered questions. As Leo woke up, he stepped out of the tent to enjoy the view of the sunrise. Just then, Captain Orion appeared out of nowhere and started screaming, It's time for training. Get your lazy ass up and give me 100 right now. Leo didn't even have time to be surprised. He immediately started following Captain Orion's orders, dropping to the ground and beginning his push-ups. Forget about meeting a mage, Leo thought to himself as he strained through each push-up. My main focus should be surviving this hellish training routine.